friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan and today we're going to be discussing Crown of Bones. This is a high-stakes fantasy novel written by A.K. Wilder and was sent to me for review by Entangled Teen Publishing, so thank you so much, Entangled Teen. I really appreciate the chance to review this book, and happy publishing day to Crown of Bones because it released today, January 5th, 2021. Before I get into the review, I did want to throw in the unboxing I did of this box because it came with some goodies. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump to that clip now. Let's open it up. Alright, so the first thing I'm pulling out is the author note from A.K. Wilder. So that's really cool. I'll actually probably read this one because I don't typically read the ones that come in book boxes. Next, we got I think this might be a tapestry or something of that sort, but it looks like a compass with numbers surrounding it, which I'm sure plays a very important role in this book. Next, we got a map. No, not a map. Wow, why did I think that was a map? It is clearly a hand, and it says healer, and we've got some snakes going up. It looks like, oh, I forget what it's called, but Hermes has it where it's the two snakes and it's the thing, the Icarus? I'm so bad at this, but it's the like snake thing that you see on like hospital, but that's cool. I wonder if everyone got different ones, if these are kind of like cards that certain people got certain things, or if everyone got healer. Next we got a business card. And okay, so this looks like a little fossil, and it says, these Goniatite, I could have pronounced that wrong, fossils are Devonian in age and are quarried from the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. They have been polished and a hole drilled in the rock so that they can be used on a necklace. They vary in size and overall shape. Goniatites possessed a shell which was divided internally into chambers filled with gas for buoyancy. An open chamber at the front of the shell provided living space for the animal. The general morphology of Goniatites was probably similar to that of their later relatives, the Ammonites, being free-swimming and possessing a head with two well-developed eyes and arms. So here is the fossil. Next, it looks like we got a set of some sort of cards, maybe tarot cards. I don't really use tarot cards for like tarot card purposes. I just think the artwork's really cool, so I'm interested to see what these look like. Okay, so we have Water Serpent, Tree of Eternity, Ancient Shearwater, Scroll of Hedda, Prince of the Sea, Mummy Wheat, Mask of Anon, Maata Coral, Genin Stones, Eve of Sirach, Crown of Air, Arrow of Knee, and then we're back to the instructions, and these look like they're just kind of fossils or bones, because, you know, Crown of Bones, huh? The last item in here is the bookmark, and it just looks again like the cover. And finally, we have Crown of Bones by A.K. Wilder. This is, again, an advanced reader copy coming out on January 5th of 2021, and this just jumped to the top of my TBR. So it says, fans of the Shannara Chronicles and Legend of the Seeker will get lost in the exciting, unique fantasy world of Aku, and the world on the brink of the next great dying. No amount of training can prepare us for what is to come. A young heir will raise the most powerful phantom in all of Basim. A dangerous high savant will do anything to control the 9 realms. A mysterious and deadly Mar race will steal children into the sea. And a handsome guide with far too many secrets will make me fall in love. My name is Ash, a lowly scribe meant to observe and record. And yet, I think I'm destined to save us all. Ooh. Alright, so yeah, this is so fun. I'm so excited to do this. Thank you again, Entangled Teen. I'm getting emotional. This is like my first publisher reaching out to me. I hope it keeps happening. but this is a huge step for me, I think, as a booktuber. Yay! And now that we're back, this book, I just want to start off by saying I tried really hard to go into this book with as little expectations as possible. I found that I get the most out of reading a book in that fashion, and it's the most honest opinion, it's the most honest that I'm gonna get about the book, is going in with no expectations. And that completely worked for this book. I went in and this just blew me away because I had no idea what I was getting into, and it was so many of my favorite tropes in this novel, and it was so exciting to read. So in order to explain the synopsis, I do have to go into the magic system a bit. In this world, we are following an ensemble cast, particularly 2 main characters and then a couple side characters. Our 2 main characters are Ash and Marcus. In this world, the magic system is set up so that people are either savants, who are people able to raise their phantoms, and non-savants, aka people who don't have this magic, or just like commoners, so people like humans like us, because we're boring. But savants, as I said, have the ability to raise a phantom. A phantom is essentially like a familiar but in phantom form. It is a inner part of a savant's self that they might not have discovered yet. It's their truest being, and it takes the form of pretty much anything you can imagine. There are people who have savants in this world that are animals. There's like a sun leopard or a condor or an impala. Then we have people who have like lifelike trees. We have people with humanoid giants, and we also have people with like rocks. Like, I'm pretty sure if I read correctly, there was one that had a pile of rocks as a phantom. And these phantoms are also split into classes. We have callers who can call on pretty much anything. Imagine like Harry Potter saying Accio to anything. That's what the callers do. They can call items, they can call storms, they can call people in the wrong direction, all sorts of things. We have healers, we have warriors who protect the realm, ones that I'm blanking on the name of that can like produce winds that are very painful and also very powerful, and I believe that there's like a shape-shifting one as well. But regardless, these phantoms are split into classes, and alongside that, you raise through the ranks as you train your phantom, and as you raise through the ranks, you change robe colors. The green is probably the lowest savant color, and then red is the highest, with black being essentially the the seers, or the like future seers. They're their own category, so red is the highest savant you can reach. As I was saying, there's savants and non-savants. So our main character, Marcus, is a savant. He is actually heir to the throne of Bassine, and he has raised a warrior phantom that is the greatest the realm has seen for quite some time. We're also following Ash, who is a lowly scribe and a non-savant. She is Marcus's best friend, and she has the duty of recording everything Marcus does, his life, his achievements, even his failures as well, and it is her job to record everything and record down to the moon phase of that day, conversations in other languages, so on, so forth. And she enjoys her work, but she always dreams of becoming something much greater than she already is. So yes, that's our 2 main perspectives. So in this book, essentially we are following Marcus on his journey to train his warrior phantom. And I will admit, the first half of the book, we are literally just on the journey to Aku, which is where Marcus will raise and train his phantom, but until we get to Aku, it does get pretty slow. However, there is some brief reprieve thanks to Kaylin, a handsome, for lack of a better term, pirate or sailor on the seas who has a mysterious past and lots of secrets. And him and Ash are very attracted to each other, and that romance is just like chef's kiss. So I do foresee a love triangle potentially happening, but I'm not sure. There's a few ways I could see it going. Regardless, Marcus and Ash and Kaylin are our main characters. And then we also have Salila, who is a Mar. And Mars are these beautiful demonic sea creatures that in this world, children, when they are born, are taken to the Black Robes or the Future Seekers, and they are deemed either savant, non-savant, potential, or marred. And if they're deemed marred, they're taken to the drop and dropped into the ocean and just left for dead. And Salila, who is a mar, is a mystical creature that no one even knows exists to this day, and they take in those babies that have been dropped into the ocean. So lots of elements happening, lots of things going on, and it's just been fantastic so far. So it has some of my favorite elements in it. It has like the training or the school aspect. I love anything that has to do with learning or like people in a group learning an ability. And then it also has a trial or competition element to it. I also love. And then it also has like that seafaring, pirateer, mermaid, sea witch-esque element as well that I had no idea was included in here. So overall, this book was so good. I'm so pleased that it was my first read of 2021 because we are starting off the reading year strong, and I highly recommend that you all pick this up. If I rambled on enough about it, overall, all I want to say is my only complaint is that I wish I had more. There are times in which we are in Ash's perspective when something is happening with Marcus, such as a trial or a competition or a lesson that I would love to read, or vice versa, where in Marcus's point of view, when Ash is making a discovery within the mystery that's happening in this book, or is having an interaction with Kaylin that I would love to read. So my only complaint is that I wish I had more, or I wish I had seen those elements that we kind of missed out on. But again, overall, fantastic read. Thank you to Entangled Teen and A.K. Wilder for sending me an advanced reader's copy. And if you are going to pick up this book, please let me know. I highly recommend it, and yeah, I'll link it down below if you'd like to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you pick up Crown of Bones. And without further ado, that is all. Bye, friends!